Welcome back to the In the Clinic podcast with Rob. And today we are going over mindset versus money. Why some people make decisions based on the mindset they have, where others are limited just based on the money. So if you're looking to understand why some people make decisions based on money versus mindset, this is a podcast for you. But before we get going today, my name is Rob Sumner, owner of Sumner Specialized Physical Therapy and Specialized Strength, and I really do these videos because there are a ton of people out there that are in pain, and I really don't want you to be one of them. So I'm really looking to improve your life in any way that I can through these videos. So I hope that at least one person out there that this video is helping, that one person that's listening, I hope that you appreciate it. So let's get fired away. Before I get going too much, I got the coat on. It's starting to get chillier out. We're starting to hit that October weather just a little bit. It's been a little different to where we're still getting 80-degree weather at times in October, but for the most part, it's really whittled down, and we have a window where we're getting some good warmth during the day, and then at the night and in the mornings it's getting pretty chilly. So for me, I love the fall. The fall is everything because it's the best of all the seasons. Why? Because you get the warmth during the day, you get the cold at night, you get to sleep really well because you're kind of chilled in and you can warm up, but you don't have to heat your house all day. You're not, every time you go outside, the sun's shining and you're not sitting there going, I can't get anything done because it's too cold, too wet, or other. So it's really the best season out there. Pumpkin spice latte, whatever. That's not even in the category of why I like fall. It's all about what you can do outside, how it allows you to start getting kind of nestled in for winter. You're getting wood. You're starting to get your winter coats out like I got on today. You're starting to think about, possibly snow and those type of activities. For those hunters out there, you're thinking about hunting season because I see all the guys in their camo looking at the turkeys and the deer. So overall, it's a great season. I love the fall. And it's a wonderful time that you can just spend time outdoors without really paying the price in heat or cold. So overall, really enjoy that. But today let's get right into it. What we're talking about today is really mindset over money. And the reason this comes about is because when I'm discussing our current specialized strength programs that we have with people, because we got 3 main programs that we help people with. And when we're discussing that, a lot of times the individual is really focused on money. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, money is essential because we need money to be able to buy our groceries and our rent and our different things. And there's a lot of worry out there. I mean, there's a ton of worry where people are thinking, well, are we going to hit a big recession? Are we going to hit a depression? What's the economy doing? What's the stock market doing? And if you sit there and watch the news all day, which I don't, you're going to get bombarded with anxiety, because that's what really the news is for, is to stir emotion. 100%, because emotion drives viewership. And the more emotion you can drive in somebody, even if it's negative emotion like worry, the more they're going to make sales, advertising, or other. So to me, I'm not a huge fan of watching the news and dwelling on the news, because also me as a single individual, there's not a ton that I can do to change these world events or other. But what can I do? I can change myself. I can improve my own mindset. I can improve my own life through the understanding of who I am as a person, but also improving my knowledge and how I interact with the world. So, I really see that the mindset of the individual is the best way that you can make a true impact in anything in your life. Your children, your spouse, your business, your education, your relationships. It's really about your mindset. So when we're talking about mindset, let me dovetail back to when we're talking about our specialized strength programs, because I'll find that there are certain individuals that are really obsessed over money versus other individuals are really obsessed over outcome. So when you're looking at the difference between those two, money versus outcome. Some individuals will only focus on how much it will cost them, what it will really due to their overall budget. Other individuals will focus on, well, how can I get this outcome, and are you the right person, and is this the right program that can get me there? So let me tell you a story of two different individuals. We have one individual who is a physician. They're a physician. They're making multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. That is looking at some of the programs that we have to offer. You have another individual who works in retail, who is single and has basic expenses, rent, food, other, that is not making hundreds of thousands of dollars. And when you present these two different programs, they both want the same thing. They want to improve their overall fitness. They want to improve their overall health. They want to improve their overall longevity. Now, one individual is a male. Another individual is a female. One is in their 50s to 60s. Another is in their 20s to 30s. So when you look at these two individuals, they're very diverse in their genders, in their socioeconomic status, in their age, even in their education or their work. So when you look at the two individuals, you might think that, well, this individual who's making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, multiple hundreds of thousands, would easily not focus on money. Whereas the other individual that has fixed expenses is focused on outcome and longevity. So how is it that one individual that actually has the money, is more well off, doesn't buy and participate in one of these programs, but an individual that doesn't purchases one? And again, it comes down to mindset. It comes down to value. Because the reality is, in our lives, we do work to make money. But we also know that if every single person got a stimulus check, or if I just started handing out a $10,000 bill to every individual that walked into my clinic, they would be super excited going, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, $10,000. But their lifestyle wouldn't change. It wouldn't change. Because they would still spend that money on something that would eventually leave them in the same level of their lifestyle. What people typically find is that the more money you make, more money you spend. The habit's still the same. The mindset's still the same. The more money you make, the more you spend. So you run the same cycle. But when you look at the mindset, you have certain individuals that aren't making as much money. They aren't. But they can still see value in things that will improve their life, their health, their mindset, their relationships, their education, their understanding of them as a person. And when you start doing this, and that is your overall purpose, everything changes for you. Everything changes. Because money itself will be spent. And if you don't think so, ask your grandkids. Because you might be saving every dime, and then you die. And what happens? Your money goes somewhere. And your money that you died with gets spent. Money gets spent. But the thing is, you can always make more money. You can always advance your economic status if you want. But the true growth really comes from the mindset, what you value. Because when you start focusing, especially for a 20-year-old that starts focusing on mindset, not on money, it changes the game. Now you're playing with multiples instead of addition. You're learning so much about yourself that you can act faster. You can make better informed decisions. You can learn from your mistakes at a quicker rate. And when you're able to then improve your mindset, it pays you multiples because you have so much to pull from. Now when you're making business decisions, work decisions, relationship decisions, you're better at them. You understand yourself and you have a greater level of knowledge. So overall, when we're looking at anything in your life on making decisions, truly looking at not always the monetary side of this is how much something costs, but really about impact in your life. I started with our specialized strength programs. And our Premier Personal Training Program allows you to set your goal, and we help you achieve whatever you want under the sun. And that's the key, is that when you can improve your health, your wellness, your nutrition, your overall, your understanding of fitness, your physiology, it changes the game. Because now you have mobility, independence, you have strength, balance, all the way into the later stages of your life. The things that we teach you and the things that you learn, you could advance for your whole life. It's a multiplier. It's a multiplier. And if we just look at these programs overall, when money is involved, what is it currently costing an individual to develop diabetes, to lose their mobility and now have to buy assistive equipment, to have a fall and a fracture that leads to a surgery? What is it truly costing the individual that's in their 60s, 70s, or 80s that aren't able to now walk their grandson through Silverwood? What does it cost the 80-year-old that can't see their great-granddaughter graduate because of their lack of mobility? So it always comes back to cost. And that truly is true. It's an absolute fact. Everything has a cost. And the cost of not doing something can actually be greater than the price monetarily that something costs. So overall, as you move forward and you make decisions with your dollars, put your dollars into things that pay you multiples in your life. Not just in a singular part of your life, but things that build upon, that you can draw from and use throughout your whole life. And if you can do that, it's an absolute game changer. The younger you can learn that in your life, in your teens or your 20s, it's essential to allow you to have the most quality of life for your whole life. So overall, I'll leave you with this. Money over mindset is what gets people in trouble. At a younger age, or any age, start developing your mindset over your money. Start building upon your own self and understanding who you are, what you need, what are certain limitations in your life from a mental, nutritional, physical, fitness, or other that are preventing you from consistently seeing that in your 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th decade of life, that you're living your whole life really, really, really well, not just a part of it. So overall, I hope that found the right person, that one person out there who touched them in the right way that allows them to start spearheading their life and paying multiples, not today, but 10 years, 20 years down the road, that they can see the impact that this type of mindset will have on your life. So overall, hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you saw value in that. And if you did, feel free to like, subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, definitely subscribe, like those. If it's a podcast, give me a rate and review as well, because truly, I'm not looking to sell you anything else other than giving you some knowledge that helps you in your life and improves your overall fitness, nutrition, or others. So thanks again, and I will see you next time, because I'm out.